What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome on back to Mass Effect 2. So, as you can see, I did change up my color scheme a little in between episodes. I just felt like the white with the spine and gives it like a Jack Skellington, like Halloween kind of look. I feel like it looks good with the recon gear set there. Anyways, we got off the Lazarus project, Hellhole, last episode, and made it here wherever this Cerberus facility is, and apparently we're going to meet the man himself, so let's get our first taste of the Illusive Man. Love this character. Probably one of my top 5 favorites in this franchise, actually. Of course, we're not meeting the man in person.
Commander Shepard.
Illusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
So, when he says what people like him and I know, he knows way more than everybody else does. Honestly, at this point, it's just nice to see someone else in the galaxy who understands the situation. Been on our own here for forever, aside from Anderson. But still, I know all about your organization, and you gotta earn that trust.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
On that, I agree.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
I'd say that's a safe bet. So since the events of Mass Effect 1, human colonies have been systematically getting picked off piece by piece, and nobody's doing shit about it.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
In multiple ways, right? Nobody wants to acknowledge an existential threat like that.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
I love the Illusive Man, and he's right on the money. Not only did we kill one, we also pissed it off before we killed it. We already exposed some of the less than perfect aspects of the Reapers, right? And we thwarted that plan, which hasn't happened in millions of years. Their cycles have gone pretty smoothly up until this. We're an anomaly to them, so of course they want to study humanity.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
So Miranda is a lot like the Illusive Man, right? Cold, calculated, very practical. It's interesting that he's so okay with Jacob questioning him. It's not what I would have expected from the leader of Cerberus.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
There's a quiet confidence about the Illusive Man that reminds me a lot of Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones. Like when he speaks, it's all very calculated and intentional. Every time I end up in cutscenes with the Illusive Man, I find myself just quietly listening. Of course, Martin Sheen does a great job voice acting that. So now we have all the combat mastery, we can finally max this out. It's going to give us choices here on what we want to pick. So if you look down here, this is a 70% bonus for Paragon and Renegade with 30% health, 15% weapon damage. This is going to be a 100% Paragon Renegade with a power duration, storm speed, and 9% weapon damage of 40% health. So this is more weapon damage, but it's less health. And this is more health, but it's less weapon damage. And slightly less speed, but we get power duration instead of power damage, so we'll go Shock Trooper here for various reasons. Power duration is going to be good for Adrenaline Burst, and obviously the 100% bonus to Paragon Renegade is going to be right up our alley for those tough checks that we've got coming up. Much later in the game, granted, but stop planning for it early, right? That's how you get the most success out of it. Now let's talk to our new squad here.
The Illusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Well, we know where her loyalties lie.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Very short and to the point, isn't she?
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Illusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
There's that loyalty. It's very quick to correct us on the fact that she's not the boss.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Illusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Well, I'm definitely not fond of the idea of being a Cerberus lapdog.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Illusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Well, since you know so much about my file and what happened in Mass Effect 1, you should know that it's probably a good idea.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the Illusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
She ain't real chatty.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Guess that's fair enough.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
True enough.
I'm glad the Illusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Honestly, I'm not sure yet. I trust you more than the Illusive Man and Miranda, though.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Well, Cerberus has given them a lot of reasons why, right?
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction.
Just like the
Technically,
warlords
we
in
were
Mass
part of
Effect
the
1.
Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us.
Exactly
We were
like
supposed
the
to be free from
warlords.
restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
So he joined Cerberus to get shit done. He got tired of being held back, and that's not a sentiment that's uncommon in these games, right? That's the reason why Garrus left CSEC, because he got tired of that stuff too. That's why he wanted to become a Spectre at the end of Mass Effect 1.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
And that's the way it should be, right? In crisis like this, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of colonists just vanished, poof. And nobody's lifted their thumb out of their ass long enough to find out what the hell's going on. Cerberus is the only place trying to figure this out, so... That's pretty condemning on the Alliance and the Council, right? Even with Anderson on it, they're still not pulling their weight. Then again, I guess most times he would be outvoted 3-1, right? He's still got to vote against the Asari, the Solarian, and the Turian, so... It's not like he can single-handedly turn the Council towards whatever he wants.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Fair enough.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
No time like the present. Now that we chit-chatted to everybody, let's go see what's going on Freedom's Progress. Yeah, so this is what I meant, right? So you get the XP from every mission, not based on enemies you kill. We get a mission summary here, which is Shepard escaped, attack on the facility, along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived, so they're still covering their ass even in a crisis like that. Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running security sweeps on other cells to ensure that Wilson was our only mole. Regardless of the cost, Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back. Now we have our import bonuses for importing our character from ME1, so we got 4,000 bonus experience, 150,000 bonus credits, 10,000 EZO, 10,000 Iridium, 10,000 Palladium, and 10,000 Platinum. We also got 190 Paragon points and 24 Renegade. And then for our long service bonus, so since we beat Mass Effect 2 and we're coming back here, we get even more. So that's 25% bonus experience on all missions. We retain all heavy weapons from previous playthroughs. We get an extra 200,000 credits, 50,000 EZO, 50,000 Iridium, 50,000 Palladium, and 50,000 Platinum, which is going to be all kinds of juicy. Then this is our heavy weapon that we got from the last mission, although this doesn't matter since we retain the heavy weapons. And then we have our credits. So like I said, Cerberus funding is 3,750, and the credits found totals 7,500. So then that'll put us to 11,250, because they'll always give you something too. It's a pretty cool system.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Illusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the Illusive Man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Fair enough. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it, I guess.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
I mean, the way Miranda's been talking to us, she clearly has her investment in Cerberus, not Shepard, right? Whether the Illusive Man says so or not. I'm sure these two have orders not to let us mess up the operational security, right? If we do something that goes directly against Cerberus's interests, I'm sure they'd be quite willing to put a gun in the back of our head at this point, at least.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost.
Likely or not, that's the priority. Here to save people, not to just sift through ruins. And we won't be shooting anybody or interrogating anybody at gunpoint either if they decide they don't like Cerberus, because to be honest, I don't either. And I'm sure the people that used to know us are going to have a lot to say about the fact that we're working with Cerberus here too. Because at the end of the day, it's a terrorist organization, right? Get our warp ammo up. It's basically the biggest hero in the galaxy right now is working with a shady human-first terrorist organization, so all those brownie points we earned with the Council and all the other species of the galaxy, I'm sure is going to have a giant question mark under it when we roll up with a Cerberus hit squad.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
We'll try and be thorough here too. There's lots of stuff that you can pull from the maps. One thing I am going to do before I forget is we got to level up our friends here. So we'll get her some Cerberus officer. I think we'll probably put you up to 3. And then I want to level up your overload a little bit. This is good because it buffs the rest of the team. So you see that squad health, squad weapon damage at 7.5 and 7.5. She's a really good buffer. I will probably have Miranda in my team for most of this game, to be honest, just because of all the passive buffs. She works well with anybody. We'll get you... probably do the same with him, honestly, and then upgrade your pull. You can control for us, and Miranda can just passively buff and drop shields. You can just debuff them once the shields are gone. And this is very much a ghost town.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much. Can't check up here.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
We gotta like kind of burst them down here with the AR until we get some better weapons on deck. We can do though is we can just yoink him out of cover and make our life easier. Or not. Usually that'll pull them if their shields or armor is down. Gotta be real careful. It's not good at long range yet. That'll be fixed when we level up a little. We get better guns. But for right now, you gotta kind of tap the hell out of this when they're at distance.
Gotcha! Enemies!
Yeah, the reason I stayed back here is because there's gonna be these little dog mechs. These assholes. These are rough. They'll stun you too if they get close.
Now let's finish you off!
Like I said before, you gotta hit him with the chael stunning. Can't let him get close.
Rerouting power forces have engaged.
He came back too. That might be a problem. Put Fenris mech out of that.
Engaging target! Here we go!
Nice and easy.
Shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Yeah, clearly somebody hacked that up.
We're not alone here.
You see, we actually almost missed the little pickup there for credits, so you do have to be thorough. And obviously, I'm sure you can tell already, the combat is a lot more challenging in this game than it was in Mass Effect 1. Insanity in Mass Effect 2 is actually hard. Mass Effect 1 has that old school RPG jank that kind of makes it a little more manageable. That is not the case here. This is still tough. Here's that goodies. We'll take the medkit. Once you have max metagel, every time you pick that up, it'll be credits, so that's all worth it. It's the 3-prong. 2 prongs back there. The needle. 2-prong. And that's the C. Not too challenging. The hacking one, which we haven't come across yet, but we probably will at some point during this mission. That's the hard one. Okay, so we'll warp you.
We'll put them down.
Hit this.
Excuse me.
Got it!
Rerouting power.
Beautiful. Watch the explosion on them, by the way. Sometimes when you finish your kills on those mechs, they'll explode, and that'll stagger you too, and drop a ton out of your shields. Wasn't expecting a Quarian crew.
Praza, you said you'd let me handle
We
this.
know who that is, though.
Wait. Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Man, I love Tali. It's good to see you.
Remember when I gave you that get data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Seems like she's in charge.
Working for Cerberus.
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
You got command of your own unit now, Tali?
I nearly died, Tali. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent.
Damn straight.
Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
It would make sense that he's the sole survivor here, right? Since he's not human. If they're here specifically to round up humans, the fact they didn't take Vitor definitely adds to that being a fact. So they are just targeting humans since they left the Quarian behind.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Damn, she's grown.
Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
She's not taking any shit at all from her subordinates.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
You just
We
blew
can
up one of their
argue
ships
over who
for
killed who
fun.
later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Nothing personal,
Agreed.
no.
We work together to get to Vitor.
That's definitely the plan. Although I gotta be honest, I'm on
Make sure you
Quarian
keep in
team
radio
there.
contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
It's definitely good to see you again. Yeah, whatever their explanation for that is, infiltrating the flotilla, blowing ships up, like, you gotta understand the kind of risks Quarians take just stepping outside. Blowing up a ship, that could have resulted in the death of all of them.
There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
You all know how much I enjoy flying drones. Yeah, one CO2 vent gets broken down and that's it. You could potentially kill an entire shipload of people with disease. Plus they don't care. What'd she say? Nothing personal? We only almost wiped out a giant chunk of what's left of your species. Nothing personal. Cerberus in a nutshell. I don't think we'll ever actually get what went down there in full, but I mean, you can imagine, right? There's probably some data that they wanted, some contact they had that they were paying for, or somebody knew something they didn't want them to, so they broke in, destroyed the computer, or killed whoever had the info. Be careful with the drones. These things suck. Warp hammer putting in that good work.
Understood.
Go on.
Put him down.
The AI is a lot smarter here too. Like, they'll flank the hell out of you in this game. They're about that life, so recommend caution.
You bet.
You gotta pay attention to your surroundings here.
One less.
They'll take angles, they'll flank the hell out of you, and if you get caught out, you can't just pop. Singularity, like in Mass Effect 1.
I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can
Yeah,
still
you
catch
should have
them.
expected that, considering you've been enemies of the Quarian State. How often? How many times? Of course they don't trust you with one of their survivors. Especially considering Vitor is a teenager. He's on his pilgrimage, which means he's just come of age. He's on his rite of passage to prove he's an adult. So, of course, you wouldn't trust them to just waltz in here and take command of that, right? I wouldn't trust him either. Especially not given what we know about him. There's obviously history there, like they already discussed. We need to go first before we get a flank angle.
Got a line!
Shields have failed.
There we go! Enemy down!
Good job. Stay in cover while we do this, though. Last one shouldn't be too big of a deal. Miranda, if you would kindly.
Got it!
There we go! Yes!
Yeah!
Not a problem.
Beautiful.
Hurry, Shepard.
Think we're good.
Inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
There's that cold callousness from Miranda. Although she's not wrong.
Take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
For as much as I understand that perspective, right, we did make a deal to do this together. If they rush on ahead trying to beat the clock, get reckless, and get punished for it, well...
You got it!
I feel bad, but I also don't necessarily feel bad, right?
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
It's funny how it says henchman here. It doesn't say squad mates, it's henchmen. Even the game has its own opinion of Cerberus right now. A lot more brutal too, as you can see. But these big Amir mechs are no joke either.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing whack-a-mole with it around these little boxes right next to us.
Overload will take out that shield.
Yeah, lost shield.
See how quickly we lose the shields. We lose our shields much faster than he loses his. Fuck, get hit by that, needless to say.
On target!
I got it!
Here is where most of this fight's gonna go down, because I'm just gonna keep running around in circles around this little thing. Get his aggro, and then we're just gonna juke him around while our teammates do what our teammates do. Miranda, you need to warp that. Luckily, he didn't try and follow up there with his machine gun after he staggered us. Try and stay in a decent... Okay, he pulled them, so now's our chance to kill us.
Going up.
Beautiful. Nice and clean. Sometimes that gets a little sketchy, but we managed to get it quite clean right there.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
I'm glad to see that Tali still trusts us at least. He's taking a lot on faith there, trusting us when we rolled up with Cerberus, but she knows us, right? She knows Shepard wouldn't be doing something like this if there wasn't a good reason. So, it's nice to see that the squad mates that we built trust with, at least with Tali. Like, she still respects that. She still knows us better than to think that this is some shady stuff going on. Would kind of feel like a spit in the face if she didn't trust us, right? What we went through. I think we've earned that. Particularly with Tali, too. I mean, we did a whole Geth incursion on the side just to get her data, right? In the middle of chasing Saren through the galaxy, we took the time to help her secure her pilgrimage gift. And it was a good gift, too. Something that's going to help her people entirely. Let's go talk to Vito before they start trying to stick guns in our backs.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
You're also going to get introduced to a brand new mechanic in Mass Effect 2 now with the interrupt system. Instead of Paragon options in dialogue, you'll also get interrupts too.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide.
And right mouse is the Paragon option.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
Indeed.
My god. I think it's a collector.
And that's a new name drop.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
They have a very distinct,
Seekers
unique look
swarms.
too.
No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his envirosuit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
I feel
Or
like
they
they
were
have.
using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Miranda's option there seems way more likely, right? If they have all this advanced technology where they can disable an entire colony instantly without anybody realizing, I doubt an envirosuit could stop their scans if they were looking for it. It seems they're specifically attuned to humans, which basically proves what the Illusive Man said, right? That they were targeting humans specifically.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
Never
More
crossed our desk
importantly,
before.
why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Illusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Illusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
We already got more than
Raza
enough.
was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
We're obviously not going to just like grab this guy up and bring him with us. We have the Omnitool data. His mind is already clearly in pieces, right? He didn't even acknowledge us when we walked in. Sitting him down in this cold interrogation room on the Normandy or in some like Cerberus facility in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, he's not gonna have anything to say. It's just gonna make him worse. We got everything we need here. I would be interested in seeing if Tali will be on board though.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
Well, since she won't come with us, then Vitor isn't coming with us either. He's going with Tali. He's going back to his people. He's been through enough.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omni-Tool data and take him to the
See if I'm really in charge.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you,
So
Shepard.
it seems.
I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders.
Of course.
Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Well, it seems like the Illusive Man's intel was good. Sure, he'll be thrilled to hear that we're on board and we saw enough to be on board.
Good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
That's what happens when you don't stick guns in people's faces and kidnap traumatized victims.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm
He's
the
not wrong about
collectors
that.
are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
I was about to say the exact same thing, right? The only other thing we know that can alter the signal of a relay to use it differently is the Reapers. That's how they get into the galaxy through the Citadel. Well, before we stopped them.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march.
And that I
We need to
respect.
take the fight to them.
I also agree.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors.
Strong
When they
mind
make
and
their
strong
next
will.
appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
For as much as the Illusive Man is who he is, he's definitely easy to get taken in by, right? He's saying all the right things. This is us versus the Reapers. We can't wait until they're on the march. We gotta defend humanity, take the fight to them. He's the first person since the start of this franchise that's even had that opinion, right? Apart from maybe Captain Anderson. But Anderson doesn't have the facilities to give us the things we need to take this fight. The Illusive Man certainly does. We need to check him and make sure he understands the situation, but he's saying the right things, and if he's gonna give me a gun that's big enough to shoot at the Reapers, then I'll gladly pull the trigger.
Miranda and Jacob aren't enough? How many do you need to keep me in check?
I've made it clear to Miranda and Jacob that you're in charge. You decide who joins your squad. Everyone else on this list was chosen specifically for this mission. They're the best.
I'll do the best I can with what you've given me.
I'm sure you will. Before you go, 2 things. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
We're gonna have a Solarian on the team, huh?
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
That is very interesting. Here's our boy. There he is.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
It is nice to see you.
Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Illusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life. Let me fly.
Pretty good philosophy.
Here's this.
This is where the magic really happens. That's our baby. Coming equipped with their own theme song now, too. This series is so iconic, man. There's so many moments like this that just make me smile. Ain't she beautiful?
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
That won't be hard. She will always be the Normandy to me, no matter what kind of emblems on the side of her. Indeed. SR2 now, not the SR1. New and improved. I would love to know how Cerberus had the juice to pull that off, though, because this is a top secret, clandestine operation. This thing was built between Turians and the Alliance. They would have to hack both those systems and both those parliaments to get access to the designs for this to recreate it. Especially the drive core. Goes to show how much reach and credits Cerberus has. Alrighty, so we got level up our mission summary. Collectors confirmed as source of attacks on Freedom's progress. Quarian Survivor Vitor returned with Tali'Zorah to the migrant fleet. We'll examine his omnitool data for anything useful. We got heavy weapon ammo here. So that's a capacity upgrade. We do need a scientist to get these upgrades, but it does pay off to pick all these things up. And the credits, we got 10,000. Cerberus matched it, gave us another 10, which makes us 20. And we got some iridium from that little box too. You'll see she's a little more spacious.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
She is pretty.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
It's actually pretty good advice she's given us there too. Right on the money. The faster we get him, the faster he can get on to working for us with the mission, right? Give him more time to build that cure up while we do the rest.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Oh, Joker's gonna be thrilled about an AI on board.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
And if you remember, in the last game's Let's Play series, I talked about how the problem with humanity and this galaxy cycle, and one of the major problems, is that none of them have AI. it's just VIs, all the ship systems, all the combat systems, all the onboard VIs inside your hard suit during war. That's all VIs, and an AI will turn a VI into Swiss cheese. It just can't resist, right? There's nothing it can do operating within such basically coded parameters. But an AI can fight back, an AI can do countermeasures, and like Edie just said, they do all kinds of shit. The countermeasures, viruses, all that good stuff. So the Normandy is definitely going to be better the next time we run into anything Reaper-esque now, because we can have an AI analyzing and taking care of all that stuff.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
We sure as hell have a lot of questions, and we'll take care of all of that next episode. But now we're back on board the old bird, and we got a brand new cast and crew. That is going to be the perfect spot to wrap this one on up, so thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Mass Effect 2. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.